Carlos Alcaraz laments the constant change of balls in tournaments. Many players get injured. Carlos Alcaraz was satisfied with his first-round victory in Rotterdam against Van de Zandschulp but emphasized the complications caused by the changes in balls. The Spaniard, who needed 3 sets to overcome the Dutchman, once again voiced the issue of having different balls in most tournaments, which could be related to the number of injuries many players suffer. It was by no means an easy debut for Carlos Alcaraz in the Netherlands after his journey at the Australian Open. The Spaniard raised some doubts against the world number 84, Van de Zandschulp, but managed to recover and eventually win the match 7-6-3, 3-6, 6-1. In the post-match press conference, the world number 3 highlighted the difficulties he faced in adapting to the court, particularly regarding the tournament's balls. "I had good training sessions to adapt, but it was complicated. New balls, everything seems to go very fast. And after 2 or 3 rallies, the ball becomes very big, and it's a bit difficult to play aggressively with it. Still, I don't want to complain about that. I feel that you can still show a high level of tennis," he commented in statements collected by the portal Punto de Break. Additionally, he referred to the possibility that this constant change of balls and conditions in many tournaments could be detrimental to players' health. "I think last year there were many injuries, many players suffering from elbow or shoulder issues. Something must change. I know they are going to change it. Every week, practically every week, we have different balls, different conditions, so it's difficult to adapt. That being said, we are here to give our best and perform at our highest level. I haven't had any physical problems because of this so far. I work every day to stay in shape, and right now, I'm feeling good. And the cold is getting better little by little," laughs, explained the player from El Palmar. Alcaraz focused on the positives of his debut against the Dutchman, mainly his ability to save break points, as happened in the first set, and the good decisions he made in the tiebreak. "The key was staying there, staying focused on the match. I faced break points against me and had to stay very focused, trust myself, and believe I was going to show my best version. I remained mentally strong," expressed the Spaniard. Carlos had to play without Juan Carlos Ferrero this time, as part of the rotation plan between his 2 coaches. Now with the presence of Samuel Lopez, something he is handling well, it doesn't matter. "Of course, I love spending time with Juan Carlos, but Samu is also a great coach whom I trust 100%. I trained with Juanqui at home, and he knows me perfectly. Samu also knows me, I trust him 100%, so nothing changes," he concluded. Carlos Alcaraz announces an unexpected addition. The Spaniard continues to add members to his coaching team to face 2025 with the highest guarantees possible. Carlos Alcaraz has repeated the same operation he did with Ferrero and Samu Lopez, but now with his physiotherapists. The Mercian tennis player has just added another member to his team to distribute responsibilities or workloads, depending on how you look at it. Specifically, Juanjo Moreno will be replaced in some tournaments by Fran Rubio, a close acquaintance of the Spanish tennis player, who, according to Eurosport, will join the team full-time and take on Moreno's role in several weeks of competition. Meanwhile, the player from El Palmar is competing in Rotterdam without Juan Carlos Ferrero, something that doesn't bother him at all. "It doesn't matter. Of course, I love spending time with Juan Carlos, but Samu is also a great coach whom I trust 100%. I trained with Juanqui at home, and he knows me perfectly. Samu also knows me, I trust him 100%, so nothing changes." Regarding his first-round opponent, whom he narrowly defeated, he was clear, "I knew I was going to have tough moments because the first round of a new tournament is never easy. I think Botic, with the entire crowd on his side, was going to show a very good level of tennis. I was convinced of it. I'm happy to have overcome this tough match and to have the opportunity to keep improving in the next round. My first time in Rotterdam is special, so I'm very happy with what I achieved today." With this first victory, he avenged his loss against Botic Van de Zandschulp. "I think he's a very complete player. He's very fast, has great shots, and is physically strong. He's very dangerous. You never know what he's going to surprise you with. He can hit incredible shots, and that's what makes him so dangerous. In the matches I've played against him, he has shown a great level of tennis, but I'm glad to see that these types of players have to show their best version if they want to beat me." Additionally, he analyzed the conditions in which the tournament is being played, which are not very favorable for him. However, he refused to make excuses. "I had good training sessions to adapt, but it was complicated. New balls, everything seems to go very fast. And after 2 or 3 rallies, the ball becomes very big, and it's a bit difficult to play aggressively with it. Still, I don't want to complain about that. I feel that you can still show a high level of tennis." The new threat for Carlos Alcaraz in Rotterdam. After taking revenge against Botic van de Zandschulp, Carlos Alcaraz now sees who could be his main rival in this tournament. Spanish tennis player Carlos Alcaraz, currently ranked number 3 in the world, debuted with a victory, 7-6-3, 3-6, 6-1, against Dutchman Botic van de Zandschulp, 84, in the first round of the ATP 500 Rotterdam, and he will face the winner of the match between Canadian Felix Auger-Aliassime and Italian Andrea Vavasori in the round of 16. With this win, Alcaraz secures his third victory over the Dutchman in their head-to-head, 3-1, despite the fact that in their last meeting, van de Zandschulp eliminated the Spaniard in the second round of the last US Open in 3 sets, 6-1, 7-5, 6-4. However, the one who could take this title from him is Holger Rune, who is determined in 2025 to make a big statement. After a solid performance at the Australian Open, where he lost to champion Jannik Sinner, he is now also competing in ATP Rotterdam 2025, and his start has been dominant. He defeated Lorenzo Sonego, who had already shown his great level in Melbourne, in 2 sets, 7-6-4, 6-4. But before a potential showdown with Carlos, the Dane will face another Spanish player. It will be in the second round against Pedro Martinez, who won the Spanish duel against Roberto Bautista, 6-3, 6-2. Carlos Alcaraz shares his first impressions in Rotterdam. After a challenging match for a first-round encounter, Carlos Alcaraz spoke to the media and analyzed the difficulties he faced. "I had good training sessions to adapt, but it was complicated. New balls, everything seems to go very fast. And after 2 or 3 rallies, the ball becomes very big, and it's a bit difficult to play aggressively with it. Still, I don't want to complain about that. I feel that you can still show a high level of tennis." In this same regard, he openly criticized these conditions, emphasizing the impact they have on players' physical well-being and overall performance. "I think last year there were many injuries, with numerous players suffering from elbow or shoulder issues, and I truly believe something must change. It's not just a minor inconvenience, it's a serious problem that affects our ability to play at our best and, more importantly, to stay healthy throughout the season. Constantly having to adjust to different balls and varying conditions week after week takes a toll on our bodies. The adaptation period is short, and before you fully get used to one type of ball, the next tournament presents an entirely different set of challenges. It can be frustrating because tennis is already a demanding sport, both mentally and physically, and these additional factors make it even tougher. I know the governing bodies are aware of this issue, and I am hopeful that changes will be made to ensure more consistency across tournaments. Standardizing the balls used on the tour could help prevent injuries and make the game fairer for everyone. That being said, we are here to compete at the highest level, and our job is to give our best no matter the circumstances. Personally, I have been fortunate not to experience any major physical issues due to these changes so far, but I am aware of how important it is to stay in peak condition to avoid injuries. I work hard every day to remain fit and strong, ensuring my body is ready for any challenges that come my way. Right now, I'm feeling good, and fortunately, the cold I had is also improving little by little." Laughs. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because here at Tennis Zone, we are dedicated to bringing you the best content for the best audience. We provide in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and comprehensive coverage of everything related to the world of tennis. Join our community and be part of the excitement of the tournaments with us. Additionally, at Tennis Zone, we strive to deliver high-quality, up-to-date content on players, tournaments, strategies, and the most relevant events in the tennis world.